Hello folks, welcome to the channel, long time no see. This is a little clock I'm knocking up for some Facebook friends, floating our boat. Go and check out their channel, How Life Should Be Lived. Here I'm cutting the central blank, it's a piece of Iroko, whipping that into a rough round on the bandsaw. I'm just hot gluing that blank there to a faceplate, a wooden faceplate on a metal faceplate attached to the lathe, so I can turn that into round. Just facing off the blank there. Hot glue is perfectly strong enough for this sort of work. Just marking up the extremities now. That's the final outside diameter. And this is the recess in the back of the clock which will take the clock mechanism. It needs to be about 14 or 15 mil deep. Just using a shop-made carbide square scraper there. So I can keep nice clean square edges. This is a blank flipped round there. I'm just cleaning off the hot glue that attached it to the faceplate. The recess is now acting as a mortise for the chuck jaws. Just taking the outside diameter to the final measurement. Using a 3/8 swept back gouge there. Just finishing off the outer edge with a flat scraper, because that itself has got to fit into the recess as well. Most of the things that will become clearer. That's just marking out another recess there in the front to which a photograph will be attached. I'm just prepping a little bit of clear acrylic there, and now I'm just epoxying that around that central boss ring. This hopefully will give the appearance that the central ring is actually floating within the clock. And there I'm just clamping it round for the glue to go off. There it is, all clamped up. I've just used some epoxy to attach those two together. There it is on the lathe, just trimming up the clear acrylic. And here just very gently facing off with a flat scraper the clear acrylic, just to make sure that it is perfectly round for when it sits into the recess, into the main body of the clock. After throwing it about the workshop, I thought I'd just flip it round and clear off the other side as well. There we go, just clearing off the other side of that main boss. It's a lot of epoxy work and a lot of fiddling about with photographs and lettering, which I haven't videoed because that's not good turning, is it? Plus I couldn't be bothered. Oh, actually I could be bothered, but just didn't video it. Just setting up a clamping device now for the main ring of the clock. Just use some big elastic bands to hold it all together. These are the main segments of the outer ring of the clock, with the segments and hour markers going in. And there we go, getting them all glued up and just putting the elastic band round to apply some tension. The black markers are actually smoked acrylic perspex, so when if the clock is backlit you can actually see all the way through, and the clear acrylic ring around the central boss makes it look like the central boss with the picture in it is actually floating within the centre of the clock. That's the idea anyway. There we go, it's all glued up to a faceplate, and just placing off there and cleaning off the outer edge and just trimming up so that that central boss fits in the middle. And tap, job done. Right, here I'm putting some mahogany up to make an extra outer ring really. Helps to keep everything together. Another segmented ring. We've got the segments on the Seggy Sludge, which in the previous video. If anybody would like to go and have a look, I made that. Once again, using the same clamping idea, I'm just gluing all the end grain bits there together to create another segmented circle. There it is, all glued up. And not glued back onto the faceplate, and I'm just surfacing off that one side there. And here, using the carbide scraper, I'm just forming a rebate within that mahogany ring so that the larger body of the clock will fit inside. Just by magic, there it is. Just parting it off, and there we have it, the whole lot joined together and glued up. Now just using the 3/8 bowl gouge to true up and round off the outer edge of that mahogany circle. There we go, just truing off the front face. And of course, no job will be complete without a little bit of sanding and some sealer. Comes up alright, doesn't it? Here I'm just using a thin parting tool to cut out the recess for the wording. You can see that the picture is already in the centre there, although you can't see the picture because it's spinning round. Just using the parting tool to clear out the mortise. And that there is the wording that can be seen on the final clock, just making sure that that fits in the recess. And here I'm just gluing the wording into position, just using super glue, cyanacrylate. The whole front of the clock with all the recesses, with the photo and the wording, will be covered in crystal clear epoxy, which obviously can be polished and cleaned as and when required. Just using a round nose scraper just to face off the epoxy. That's the whole unit with the epoxy applied. And we're now dry sanding up to 600. drying from 600 up to 1200. Now I'm just applying some Mirka Polar Shine 10 and a quick buff off. There we go, a little bit of Wood Wax 22 just to give it a little bit of shine. I do also finish it off with microcrystalline as well, but haven't shown that bit. There we go, just buffing the Wood Wax 22. And there we have it. I'm just easing out the hole for the mechanism to fit in and attaching the mechanism through the back there. And press fitting the fingers or hands, whichever. Fiddly little job. And the final one there is the second sweep finger. And here we have it. There we are. A quick whiz round on the old Lazy Susan. Thanks for watching.